Hey Rams, it's Miss Moreau. We are going to go over the homework for Thursday, May 6th. This is page 63 and 64 in your STAR Review booklet. All right, question 1. In a survey, 7 out of 8 dentists recommended a Pro Tooth toothbrush. Based on this information, which can the toothbrush company predict about this recommendations? So 7 out of 8. When you see the word out of, that means it's total, okay? Now, we just want to know, is that equivalent to 24? Oh, wait, nope, sorry. In a survey of 24, 18 would recommend that, or is 7/8, so let me get that little dot out of the way. Is 7/8 going to be equivalent to 33 out of 40, or is it going to be equivalent to 56 out of 64, or is it equivalent to 70 out of 88. Okay, just which one is the equivalent ratio here is really all we have to do. So what I look at is I start with scale factor. That's the easiest thing for me. Knowing your multiplication facts will make scale factor easy. I say, well, 8 times 3 is 24, but is 7 times 3 18? Nope, it's 21. 8 times 5 is 40, so is 7 times 5 33? Nope, it's 35. 8 times 8 is 64. Is 7 times 8 going to be 56? Yes. 8 times 11 is 88. Oh, that was supposed to be 70. And 7 times 10 is 70. So they're not the same, not equivalent. So that answer is C. All right, remember, a huge part of your test can be solved with proportions, just setting up equivalent ratios. All right, at a pizza shop, you can choose thick or thin thick or thin crust. So crust has 2 options. Red or white sauce. So sauce has 2 options. And then the toppings of pepperoni, cheese, or vegetarian. So that's 3 toppings. Okay, how many different combinations? Now, first, if I didn't read any farther, I'd say, oh, how many different combinations? I would say 2 times 2 times 3. That's 4 times 3. That'd be 12. There's not one. Go back and read carefully. How many combinations are possible for someone who does not care for meat or white sauce? So if I go back up here to my sauces, I'm going to change. If I look at my sauces, red or white sauce. They don't like white sauce, so I'm going to change my sauces to 1. Okay, now, they don't like meat. Well, pepperoni is meat, right? So I'm going to change my toppings to 2. I'm going to get rid of one of those toppings. So now, 2 times 1 times 2 is 4. And that is my answer. So we have to read very carefully. Number 3, a basket of beads contains 8 red beads, 6 yellow beads, and 6 green beads. A bead will be drawn from the basket and replaced. So that's important. It is being replaced 150 times. What is a reasonable prediction for the number of times a green bead is drawn? So how many green beads are there? 6. How many total beads are there? Beads. 12 plus 8 is 20. So 6 out of 20 beads are green. But we are going to draw 150 times. So I just have to figure out what is the number. How many out of 150? Again, it's just a proportion. Okay, you can do a couple of things. I do not see a nice, pretty scale factor to get from 20 to 150. Not without a decimal or a fraction. And 6 doesn't go into 20. So my next strategy is to cross multiply and divide. I'm going to pick the 2 that are diagonal from each other. So 6 times 150 is 900. Then I'm going to take that number and divide by the other one left over. 900 divided by 20 is 45. I would expect 45 times to draw a green bead. Okay. Number 4. Destiny places the word October in a bag. The letters to the word. Okay. What is the probability that she gets a B and then an O? Ooh, without replacement. Oh, sorry. Without replacement. That's important. So first, we're going to go with B. Okay, if I write out October, How many B's are there? 1. How many letters are there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. 7 letters total, right? So 1 out of 7 will be a B. So I'm not going to replace it. It means I draw that B out and I don't replace it. Now, what is the probability of getting an O? Okay, well, how many O's are there? 1, 2, out of what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters left. So now I just multiply. 1 times 2 is 2. 7 times 6 is 42. Now, there is nothing that says 2 over 42. Don't get tricked by this one because that was with replacement, right? We're not replacing it, so we have less letters, okay? We just need to simplify. Divide them both by 2, and I get 1 over 21, and that is your answer. 1 out of every 21 tries, I could draw a B and then an O, okay? Number 5, the spinner is spun 2 times in a row. What is the probability of getting 2 prime numbers? So this is kind of like with replacement because you can't take these away, right? So let's go through and identify our odd number or prime numbers. Now, prime numbers are numbers that are only divisible by 1 in itself. Okay, 1 is not a prime number. Okay, so we'll say 2 is a prime number, 3 is a prime number, 5 is a prime number, and 7 is a prime number. So 4 out of 8 numbers are prime. I'm going to do it twice in a row though. So it'd be 4 out of 8 again. Now that's one way to do this. I could say 16 out of 64, and I would have to simplify. What if I simplified first? 4/8 is the same thing as 1/2. 4/8 is the same thing as 1/2. I could multiply these. 1 and 2 times 2 is 4. Did you know if I simplified this and divided them both by 16, I'm going to get 1/4? It doesn't matter. I just simplified first on this one and last on this one. It's still 1/4. Just some more strategies for you. Okay, number 6. Audrey has the following t-shirts in her dresser drawer. She'll randomly choose one t-shirt. Then she'll replace it and choose a second one. What is the probability that she'll choose a polka dot shirt and then a striped shirt? Okay, she is going to replace it. So how many shirts are there total? 15 total, right? So how many are polka dot shirts? 2 out of 15 are polka dot. That's that row right there, okay? Now, I'm going to replace the shirt that I drew. It means I put it right back in the stack. How many are going to be striped? 5 out of 15 are going to be striped. Now, again, I could do 10 out of, 225? That's a big number, right? But what if I wanted to simplify first? And I know 2/15 is simplified, but 5/15 is really just 1/3. Does that make it easier? I think so, because 2 times 1 is 2. 15 times 3 is 45. My answer is 2 over 45, which is D. Okay. Number 7. Neil goes to the pet shop and selects a treat for his dog. He chooses one, and then he chooses another. What is the probability that he selects a bone and then a ball? All right, so let's say how many treats are there here? Okay, 1, 2, oh my goodness, so sorry. I did it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 total things, okay? So he's going to choose a treat. So he's going to choose a bone first. So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them are bones, okay? 4 out of 12 chances. Now he's going to keep that treat, right? He's going to choose a bone and then something else. So he's going to take that out. That means he's not going to replace it. So I'm going to mark that out. Now he's going to choose a ball. Okay, I'm going to make this one purple. Okay, so there's a, maybe you should make them like tennis ball or something. It looks like a tennis ball there. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of how many things are left? 11. Okay, so we can multiply and get 20 over 132. Okay, or I could simplify here. 4/12 is the same thing as 1/3 times 5/11. 1 times 5 is 5. 3 times 11 is 33. So 5 out of 33 chances here. All right, so problem 8. Students standing in line for a theme park were surveyed about their favorite ride. Their responses are shown below. If one student is picked randomly, which of the following is true? All right, F says the student's favorite ride is half as likely to be a live show than a roller coaster. So is live show half of roller coaster? Nope, it would have to be a 7 to be half. Okay, I'm going to erase that so I'm not in the way. Next, the student's favorite ride is more likely to be a carnival game than a roller coaster. Carnival game than roller coaster. More likely? No, not true. Okay. The student's favorite ride is twice as likely to be a roller coaster than carnival games. So roller coaster and carnival. Twice as likely to be roller coaster than carnival. Is the number for roller coaster twice as big as carnival? Yes. All right. The student's favorite ride is twice as likely to be a carnival game than a live show. Twice as likely for carnival than live show? Nope. Nope, we said that live show would have to be 7 or the carnival game would have to be 16. So the answer there is H, which is C. Number 9, a neighborhood watch association surveyed 40 neighbors about their feelings of safety in the neighborhood. They will survey an additional 80 neighbors. Based on this information, predict how many of the 80 neighbors will feel safe. Well, first, let's see, out of 40, how many said they would feel safe? 18. 40 people were surveyed here, right? That's 40. So 18 out of 40. So if I survey 80, how many would say that they feel safe? Well, all I really have to do is say, well, if I double the number of people that I'm surveying, I should get double the response. So 18 times 2 would be 36. So C is your answer. And number 10. The following playing cards are used in a game. What is the probability of not selecting a prime number? Well, which ones are prime numbers? 2, 3, 5, and 7. So I'm going to highlight the ones that are not prime. 3 of them. 3 are not prime out of 7. So it's F, which is A. All right, Rams, have a good night.